Hello, gorgeous soul. April is the way forward for us all. We have Mercury going direct. We have Venus going direct. There's a lot of relief. And also, last month was about us shedding the past so that we could evolve to our future. And this month is all about connecting to where we're going and making it happen. Here's your monthly astrology. This month is all about you coming into your power in a new way, knowing your worth, mixing with people you perceive to be powerful, whatever that means to you. And really, you have this deep charisma that even you have faith in. Sometimes, even though you are the powerful lion, you could feel a bit like the cowardly lion in The Wizard of Oz. You know, it's difficult for you to get up and be the magnificent creature you are all the time. And March was incredibly intense. But good news, this month is all about you reaching for your future and being frisky and powerful and achieving what you want. Your intuition is really strong. And later on in the month, Mars, the planet of action, goes into your sign, giving you such a boost. So if you're feeling a bit like the lazy old lion, do not worry, because your power is coming back with a huge bang, like, wow, fully intense. So let's start at the beginning. In the beginning, we have the sun, sextile Jupiter, the planet of good fortune, on the 6th. And you are feeling adventurous, and you may be invited to do something, possibly with a group of friends or a group of people, or even perhaps studying something. But whatever it is, it's exciting. It stretches your boundaries. It opens you up to new possibilities, and it thrills you. And in fact, I think you'll find this month thrilling in general, but there are some things that you need to deal with. We have Venus trine Mars. Venus is still retrograde in the beginning of the month, and Venus conjunct Saturn. Now, it's really important that you deal with your primal emotions. So anything to do with life, death, rebirth, sex, obsession, jealousy, anything that sparks that row, those intense feelings. And if you can overcome that, there are great things in store for you. And you can channel that and transform that, be an alchemist of your primal emotions and turn them into fuel and power. You also have a very strong intuition at the beginning of this month, and it's important for you to trust it. Trust it to help you seek your power rather than to sort of lose yourself in fears and a lack of boundaries. Boundaries are super important this month. Now, in good news, Mercury goes direct. Perhaps you were dealing with somebody from the past that maybe you were obsessed with, or maybe you had primal emotions involved, like jealousy or fears. But when Mercury goes direct, you hopefully are going to get a totally different perspective. You're going to see the situation differently. You're going to go, hang on a minute, what was I doing? And come straight into your power. And what's really going to help that is Mercury is joining forces with the North Node. Last month was about going backwards and clearing up the past. This month is about rushing forward, heading towards our destiny and our future in ways beyond our dreams. Now, Mercury, when joining forces with the North Node, is saying to you, right, this karmic lesson that you're going through now is all about your power. Also, there is an opportunity for you to create wealth and abundance and mix with people who've also made it. Again, whatever that means for you. For some people, that means material things. For other people, it means somebody who's managed to create an off-grid life and lives in the forest. It's not, we don't follow the rules of the patriarchy. Astrology doesn't. Astrology's not interested. It's about, themes. So your theme is to find your voice and express yourself and to speak from a place of inner power. We have Venus also going direct, thank goodness, on April the 13th. And you'll notice that you come into your power when it comes to love and abundance. That is swinging along nicely. But again, own it. Be it. Live it. Stand firm in who you are. Know your worth. Very important message of this month. Then we have the full moon in Libra, and it's opposing Chiron, the wounded healer. Any fears, wounds, or issues you have with people from overseas, with traveling, with other countries, with allowing yourself to be your own unique soul, that might come up in this full moon. You're having a very intense conversation that ultimately will be very healing. But at the time, you might be like, I can't deal with this. But as I say, it's good. The universe is saying to you, it's time to be adventurous, particularly on April the 16th, when Mercury re-enters fellow fire sign Aries, which is always good for you. And you're having conversations about how you can spread your wings, gallop to new horizons, travel, or mix with people that make your heart sing because they're free spirits. Also on the 17th, Mercury is conjunct Neptune. Now this is super exciting because Neptune has gone into Aries. And for you, it's all about you expressing your sense of adventure. And that is it's the next era for you is about being adventurous. The next era for you is you thinking about what it is you want to create, whether that's travel, whether that's study, whether that's freedom in any form that you consider it, and Neptune helping you find it. Although, as we know, Neptune can be the planet of delulu, so you've got to keep it realistic. But in Aries, you're not afraid to go after your dreams that are your individual dreams that are important to you and your soul's journey. And then the good news, darling, as Mars enters your sign Leo on April the 18th, and that is a game changer. Suddenly you feel full of energy, you're frisky and bold and happy in your soul. There's lots of laughter and you're powerful. In fact, just be a little bit careful how you deal with other people because you are so powerful. You know, you don't want to overreact or be heavy-handed, you know. Be the iron fist in the velvet glove. Then the sun enters Taurus on the 19th and you're pretty focused on your career for the rest of the month. If you're not working, it's your reputation, your vital life force, how you know, what's important for you to build on for the rest of your life. And it is connected with your dreams, actually. So, you know, sometimes that can feel very, you know, like hard work, but you get rewards. But all the rest of the energy is saying for you to succeed, you have to be adventurous, think out the box and do things which aren't normal, inverted commas. With Mars trine Neptune, you have the courage of your convictions and you may go on an incredible adventure. There's unexpected sprinklings of wonder connected to your love life or your abundance. When Venus sextile Uranus, in fact, that's likely to do with money or abundance, actually, and power on the 20th. And then we've got Mercury sextile Pluto on the same day. So that is a big deal because you're making decisions and you're confidently making a decision to make a big change in your life. We then have Saturn conjunct the North Node, and that's so important. Anything to do with the North Node is important. It's our guiding star. It's our destiny. And again, it's about power and you committing to that. No longer hiding it, no longer playing it small, really stepping up. Finally, we have the new supermoon in Taurus. And this is a big deal because it's slightly tricky, I'll be honest with you. And it's asking you to, you know, those sort of situations where we fight within ourselves or other people fight us and we find it difficult to speak our truth. Well, this new supermoon is going to help you release anything that you're fighting against. It's square Mars. Mars is in opposition to Pluto, which is square the new supermoon. Very intense, darling. But you got this, you know. You don't need to justify yourself anymore. It's about going on the journey that you were born to do and that you feel you want to do because life is precious and it's tick-tock. We are like moving so swiftly in this current timeline. Then Venus re-enters Aries, which is great for you on April 30th because it gives you a buzz. So there's a lot of high energy, there's a lot of optimism, there's a lot of excitement, there's a lot of adventure this month. But you've got to face your fears, banish them, Know how powerful you are and create that abundance, whether it's emotional, creative, or financial, that you so deserve. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon.
I like to class a reading as an oasis for the soul, time out where we can really spoil ourselves.
When someone comes online, I'm already there. Their energy straight away goes whoosh and the messages start.
We need happiness in our lives, we need joy, we need love, and these things shouldn't be so elusive. They should come to us as our birthright. And I want people to have that, to give them the ability to go directly to their dreams.
This work is incredible, it's joyful, it means so much that I'm able to give that gift to somebody.
I'll be looking at the obstacles in your life, but also the opportunities. I'd like to be the person that's going to straighten your crown for you.
It's very important for me that the client feels spirit with them and gives some validations. So it was a psychic reading.
It's been able to help somebody have a map back to where they've got lost from.